Seed System Solution, and in this video, I will guide you through the product list and setting up some products and what is included within the product list. If you are not able to see or view the menu options or tab options referenced in this video, please first contact an admin user within your organization. In Seed System Solution, the product list is your product catalog for all the products that could be entered onto any transaction within the program. These will include both products you will receive in inventory and non-inventory. They are products that you could add to a booking or you could receive through a purchase order. You could have these as line items on a bill or on a bagging request or on a work order. So to set up these products, you're going to navigate to the product list by going to your main menu, then selecting Product List. Upon entering the product list, it is always going to be blank. This is because we do not find your products upon the entry of the product list. You can use Control J or Command J to find all of them in your product list. Otherwise, you can use your filter icon, search for status of active or inactive, or narrow down your results to a specific hybrid, item name, class, etc. Within your product list, you can also sort the product by clicking on the product ID number. This will sort your list by the product ID number, or the column header product name will sort your list by first hybrid, then the product name within that hybrid. To create a new product, you're going to open the hamburger menu. Within here, you will see a few options or ways you can create a new product. First is just using simply the New button. Second is the Duplicate button, which will create an exact replica of the product that you currently have highlighted and then allow you to make changes to that product. And then the next option is the Product Wizard. The Product Wizard allows you to build multiple products within a specific hybrid at once. So to start, we're going to use this New option. It should take you down to that new product ID number that was created, and it should automatically open up the edit box for editing that new product. If you are on the WebDirect version, it will not open this popover automatically, and you do need to click on the product ID number to open it. From here, I'm going to start on the item name. So this is going to be what you would like to name your product. If it is a seed or some sort of product that has multiple categories, you're going to fill those in individually. This could be though something simple as phone bill, in which case not much additional information is going to be entered in after the item name. So from here, item name, I will just make one up. And then your trait is always required. If there is no trait, you can just put NA. It will not display in your product name if it has a trait of NA. But your trait options here are going to pull from the trait royalty table. If you do not know how to set up a new trait, please contact us at support or view our training video on setting up a new trait. After trait, you can select your class of products. This is a self-populating list, so if you do not see your current class of products here, if you click a second time, you can type in a new class. Just remember, if you are assigning a new class of products, you are going to want to go back and set up default accounts for that product class as well, and that can be done in system settings under chart of accounts. If you do have a class that you've already set up accounts for, once you select that class, it is going to populate those default accounts over here. Subclass is another hierarchy under the class, and it is just meant to further give you filtering options underneath that initial class to further then use those filters to pull reports of a narrower aspect. Grade is typically only used for corn products. Not everyone does put grade in their corn products. We do have clients that have decided to ungrade the products, and then we have options for entering or requested grade or received grade during the receiving process. However, if you are going to enter grades, just keep in mind that you do place orders based on that graded product as well as you receive product underneath that graded product. So the more narrow your grade options are, such as if you're doing MR, MF, SF versus rounds or flats or mediums or larges, you will have more order balancing that you're going to have to do to match the booked seed against the actual seed in inventory. Your treatment code is going to be the treatment that uh, this product has on it. We do recommend using an untreated product name or UT or something like that for your untreated products. That just gives you additional filtering capabilities where you can filter for untreated versus having to omit all of the treatments if you're looking for untreated seed. Within the corn products, we do also have the ability to enter a treatment upon receiving. So you can keep track of the product that was actually received onto corn during that process. Next, your package quantity, size, type, and cost units. Those are all building your product description and allows us to create data fields for kind of how many of a package that you need to ship or you need to build. And to give a little more information on that is you might have a 80 bag of corn and you're going to sell that corn by either the bag or the unit. Another example might be for wheat. You would have a 50 quantity of 50, a size of pounds or lb bag, and that is sold by the bag. And that might be different from, say, a quantity of a 1 or a 50-pound bag sold by the pound, where you're selling grass seed by individual pounds instead of individual bags. So keep in mind, whatever your cost unit is, that is how you are selling that product to the customer. A SKU is just a data point to be able to enter in a SKU number if you have one, or link this to a product ID number, SKU ID number from a different accounting or a different management system that you might have to link up with. Unit weight. This is only entered in the time that all seed will always be entered or received at the identical weight. So a thing like a pallet or a Pro Box might have the same weight all the time. Things like corn, soybean, those change by the lot, so you would leave the weight blank. Wheat that you sell in a 50-pound bag, it's always going to have 50 pounds, so you could enter the unit weight of 50, or if it's a 1-pound bag, it's always going to be a unit weight of 1. Unit portion, this only has to be entered in the case where the seed that you're going to be receiving is not a full GPOS unit. If a unit portion is entered here at the time of GPOS yearly reporting, grower reporting, we will convert however many you sold into how many equates to one single GPOS unit. So for example, if this is instead of an 80 bag of corn, a 40 bag of corn, the unit portion here would be a 0.5. All percentages are always entered in decimal format within the system. We will exchange and show it here in a percentage format. But if I were to enter 50 for 50%, you can see when that converts, that is 5,000% is what I entered. So again, a half of a unit would be 0.5. Commission type, we are going to default to things like common. Commission type is used as a breakdown in sales rep commission. You want more information on that, you can watch our training video on sales rep commissions. but it allows you to distinguish between different products where maybe within corn you have a common or a premium level options and you want those to calculate different commissions. However, by default, again, we're going to use that common type. If you would like us to default to a different type, we do have the ability to set a different commission type as a default. Breeder number is used within our production portion of the program, and this is how we link up all of the seeds within a variety or multiple varieties that would be grown in the same production field. So we've had customers use the item name as the breeder number. We've had pedigree information. We've had hybrid information. So this can be whatever distinguishing number you would like to use. But the use case scenario for this is when you might be bagging multiple brands of product for different companies, and they're all labeled as different product or hybrid names within your product list. However, those all need to be able to be bagged off of the same field of seed. The breeder number is what is going to link that information together. By default, most of our customers are going to have sales tax as not flagged, which makes this product not eligible for sales tax. Within sales tax, both the product itself and the price type of the customer that you're selling the seed to need to be flagged as eligible to receive sales tax for it to calculate sales tax. And then sales tax percentage is set up on the main page of system settings. By default, all products are going to be flagged as received to inventory. That means when you create a booking, you will need to assign an inventory lot number to that seed, as well as you would receive the seed through a purchase order. If this product is in your product list strictly for adding to a bill or using on a credit or debit memo for a customer, say as a balance forward or discount, you would uncheck receive to inventory, so you do not need to assign any lot information or receive that product. Website, we have a couple clients who link our product or our system up to their website, and this is just a flag that allows them to make this product visible or not visible within the website. Going back up to the top here, we have the customer printout display. This is the information that would print on the customer's facing document, such as a pick ticket or a delivery ticket. This can be modified. You can click in here and you can type, or we can set up settings within the bagging class settings in system settings that builds a formula based on the information that you enter in the other data fields. Otherwise, our computer generated product name is going to be this one in bold. Now, please keep in mind, the longer you make all of these data fields, so if you use untreated versus UT, or you use conventional as your trait name versus CONV, it makes your product name longer. The longer your product name is, the harder we do have displaying it on reports or displaying it on customer-facing documents. So please keep in mind, some shorthand is preferable when you're creating your products and setting them up. After this, you could have just hit continue, and that will save your product. To go back in and edit a product, then you can just click on the product ID number, or if you don't need to make any changes, you can cancel. Please keep in mind all products do need to be a unique name, so if it is not a unique name, you will receive an error when trying to save that it does need to be unique, and you do need to change something or delete that product. Now moving over into the product info page, we do have up to 30 prices, base prices, that you can assign. These prices then would be assigned to a price type, and when a booking is created for that price type or checked as a replant price for that price type, it is going to pull whichever price is here. So price 1 would be, in our case, associated to our direct sale and grower price types. Trait and genetic royalty modification pricing based on zone is calculated then after this price initial price pull. Standard cost and cost of treatment. This is a place that you can enter a standard cost for this product. We could then use standard cost when you're receiving the seed on the purchase order. If standard cost is entered on a product, you do need to enter in a cost of goods variance account so that when we're receiving seed, the standard cost difference from the actual price entered when receiving is categorized then in this cost of variance account. Your treatment cost then can also be used for the margin reports, pulling that information as well. Availability limits, these are used for a position report or creating a position word versus showing customers a position number. So in here, you would enter in the lowest amount. So in this case, let's say 100 or 100, 50, 25. So in our instance here, if the position for this product then is over 100, it is going to show as available. If it is between 150 units, it would display the word of limited. If it is between 50 and 25, it is going to display the word contact office. And if it is under 25, the position available is under 25, then it would display sold out. And again, this is for a particular position of product availability report that you can provide access to your users, as well as within system settings for that user, you can turn on that they see a position word instead of a position number. And that word then is based on this information. If it is blank, nothing is entered here, your word is either going to be available or sold out. If it is above 0, it's available. If it is 0 or less, it is sold out. Target minimum maximum is just used for filtering on your product list or inventory. And the design is in order to pull reports where the on-hand amount of this product is above a minimum or below a maximum. Your accounts, as you can see, they did default when I selected the information, but this is where you're going to assign your cost of goods, your sales accounts, your credit debit memo accounts typically are going to match your sales account, but we did have a use case for needing different accounts, which is why you have the option here. Unvouchered liabilities is an account that may not be familiar to you, but that is going to be the account where after you receive this seed, it's going to hold the value of that until you have received the bill for that seed and you add that to the bill. Cost of goods variance is going to be, again, that variance, inventory variance account. If you enter a standard cost, the difference between the standard cost and the price received. This bottom section is just showing your overall position for this product for this year. And your year is assigned up here. Moving into bill of materials. This is a new feature that allows you to associate a product with this particular product here. So in this case, I'm going to say ProBox, and allows you to assign a unit conversion. And in which case, I did a ProBox. So if this was a box product, for every 40 units that go into a box, it would assign 1 box of that product. Something else you might assign is like a pallet. So for every 50 bags you have, that equates to 1 pallet. So you would do your conversion percentage, your ratio there, and then you can assign for booking if you want. When this product is added to a booking, it automatically adds that ratio of product as another line on the booking. For purchase orders, it would add that ratio of product as another line on the purchase order. For bulk bagging requests, when this product is added to a bulk bagging request, it automatically pulls that ratio of product as a refuge line to consume on that bagging request. You will still need to assign the inventory lot to pull from if it is an inventory product. And then the last one is the work order take. This is used kind of the ideas for blends. When this product is added as the make on a work order, then it is automatically going to assign any of these associated products as the take side in this ratio of that work order. You would then need to just assign your inventory lots after that. Similar to several sections, we do have a modification log where you can track some changes that have been made within this product. Other ID numbers is a link to other Seed System Solution clients. You do have some transfer documents for bookings and purchase orders that you can import. During that process, you do have to link their product to your product ID number, and this would be where you can view any links that you have made. You can also view your trait and genetic information. These are all, though, modified and set up within the trait royalty and genetic royalty tables. These tabs access can also be managed based on the user. So not all users would need to see all of these tabs, and you can manage that within the security section. Again, hybrid specs is edited within that genetics table as well. So to close that product, we're just going to hit continue. Some other options within your product list that you do have here is to find duplicate products. That's going to bring you up a list of anything that you may have created a duplicate that didn't get deleted and allow you to clean those up. Make a product inactive or delete. You can only delete a product though if it has not been used. Once a product is in use, you can only make it inactive. New pricing year allows you to carry pricing through from one year to the next, and we do have a separate training video discussing those options. The product wizard, again, this allows you to create products in mass, and we do have a separate training video on the product wizard, so please view that. Your print the list, create a PDF, email the list, as well as you can export the list or export pricing. If you have any additional questions, please reference our other training videos that I talked about today, or email us at grow@seedsystem.co. Or we do offer twice a month support meetings, Seed System support Zoom meetings, and you can register for those via our newsletter or our website.